The non-cooperation Khalifat movement began in full swing in 1921 amidst a lot of action and tumult. Many diverse regional groups joined this movement to meet their specific objectives. In the towns, people responded wholeheartedly to the call of Swaraj, and the movement witnessed active participation by people from all sections of society. Many students, teachers, and headmasters of government-controlled colleges joined the movement. Lawyers also gave up their legal practice, boycotted courts, and joined in. During this time, most of the Indian provinces boycotted the council elections except Madras. Meanwhile, people picketed the liquor shops and boycotted foreign goods and cloth. At many places, foreign clothes were burnt in huge bonfires. Foreign cloth import halved between 1921 and 1922 and dropped from 102 crore rupees to 57 crore rupees. The use of domestic goods or Swadeshi was encouraged by Mahatma Gandhi. Some Indian traders also rejected foreign goods and foreign trade. Gradually, the demand for Indian cloth increased and the vanishing textile industry of India got a new lease of life. Although the non-cooperation movement had begun with an active response from the people, it slowed down after a while. Let's understand why. The replacement for foreign cloth was khadi, which was quite expensive and beyond the reach of the common masses. Owing to the lack of alternative, people began to buy the milk cloth again. Similarly, no Indian alternatives for the British institutions had been set up so far. Therefore, the students and teachers came back to their respective schools and colleges, and the lawyers rejoined the courts. The non-cooperation movement also spread to the rural areas and coincided with the protests of peasants and tribals. In Awadh, Baba Ramchandra, an ascetic and a former indentured labourer in Fiji, led the peasant movement. This movement was against talukdars and landlords who had oppressed peasants by demanding high rents and several taxes. They forced the peasants to do begar, or labour without any payments. The peasant movement demanded revenue reduction, abolition of begar, and social boycott of oppressive landlords. Some village panchayats started Nai Dobi Bands and stopped basic services of the washermen and barbers to the landlords. In October 1920, Awadh Kisan Sabha was set up, headed by Jawaharlal Nehru, Baba Ramchandra, to address the grievances of the peasants. For a bigger impact, the Congress decided to integrate the peasant movement of Awadh with the non-cooperation movement. However, the peasant movement did not grow as expected. It developed a violent streak, as the peasants attacked houses of the landlords and looted markets. Some of them misused Mahatma Gandhi's name and claimed that he had asked to not pay taxes and divide the land amongst the poor. Similarly, in the Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh, tribal peasants misinterpreted the meaning of Swaraj. The tribals had suffered a lot of oppression at the hands of the British. As a result, they staged a rebellion under the leadership of a man called Alluri Sitaram Raju. He was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and the non-cooperation movement. However, some of his thoughts were vastly different from the Gandhian ideals of non-violence. He believed that freedom could be acquired by force and not through non-violence. To achieve Swaraj, the rebels of Gudam Hills attacked British officials and carried on guerrilla warfare. In 1924, Raju was executed by the British, but he acquired the position of a hero in the tribal folklore. Undoubtedly, non-cooperation movement was unique as different social groups ascribed their own meaning to the movement and Swaraj.